Today I'll recap you the anime about the guy who has a demon girlfriend who becomes stronger by kissing her. Our main protagonist, a boy named Shuu, he resigned from the exorcism company 3 months ago to found his own. As a result, he gets penniless and lives a tough life. Luckily, his ex-girlfriend Ayano still cherishes their old days, so she often pays his dinner and even his huge phone bill. At night, when Shuu returns home, his current girlfriend Kisara suddenly shows up. Shuu has no money to pay the electricity bill, so they have to eat dinner in the dark. Shuu has already had dinner with Ayano outside, but he doesn't want to disappoint Kisara, so he has the well-prepared dinner with Kisara again. Kisara is so infatuated with Shuu, and she even wants to take a photo with him when they are about to sleep at late night. Shuu feels ashamed when he knows Kisara pays the electricity bill for him. He promises to get profits when he finishes the case. Then he enters a virtual world with intelligent glasses. It turns out that demons occasionally attack humans in this city, which is short for Event D. Not long ago, a sea-level demon was found in the casino. Now many exorcism companies are bidding for the case to cast out the demon. Shuu gets this case, but it is a little difficult to deal with this demon with his current ability. So after taking this case, he turns to Akino, his ex-boss and Ayano's mother. But Akino will only help if she can get 80% of this case's remuneration. After setting the tactics, they start the siege. The demon has already summoned a group of demon dogs. Ayano leads a team to kill the demon dogs while Shuu finds the opportunity to ambush the demon. To their surprise, the demon does not get injured at all. When Shuu is in danger, Kisara shows up. As she cuts off the demon's hand, she finds a new one growing back, which means it is a more powerful demon in level B. Kisara doesn't fear and slashes directly to the demon, but she falls to the ground due to her consumption of energy. Kisara turns out to be a demon that signed a contract with Shuu, and she can only replenish her power by kissing Shuu. The critical situation doesn't allow them to care about others. They start to hug and kiss. Soon Kisara bursts out amazing fighting power with her clothes changed, looking more powerful. Now her power is at least equivalent to that of an A-level demon, so a B-level demon is totally no match for her. After the battle, Shuu thinks he can finally improve his tough life with the remuneration. But the casino is badly damaged after this fierce battle, so the remuneration is lowered. Shuu and Kisara have to keep living a poor life. In the human world, only a few people know about the existence of demons, so Kisara usually disguises herself as a high school student. One day on her way to school, Kisara meets a handsome guy named Mikhail. He is a senior in the school as well as the mayor's son. Mikhail has been into Kisara, so he invites her to his party, but she just ignores the invitation and takes the tram to school. Meanwhile, Shuu begs Ayano to help convince her mother to give him some cases. Ayano cannot resist his charm and agrees to do it. But she then sees a photo on social media of Kisara and Shuu dating. She gets upset and leaves. At the same time, a new crisis occurs in the city. According to the information, a college student possessed by a demon will assassinate the mayor at the party held by the mayor. Therefore, the mayor's 2 daughters, Shenhua and Linhua, contact the police while looking for an exorcism company to take charge of the security at the party. We mentioned that Ayano is angry, but she still helps Shuu get the security case. When the mayor gets on the stage to make a speech, the demon-possessed college student is right behind the mayor. He tries to kill the mayor to overthrow the regime but is stopped by Kisara. Realizing himself at a disadvantage, the student immediately unleashes his demonic power and shuttles among the buildings. Although he is fast, he can't escape from the A-level Kisara. Soon he is blocked at the corner by Kisara and Shuu. That's when Shuu receives a call from Akino. They find that the student has retained his human consciousness after being possessed by a demon and intend to capture him for research. But Shuu does not have the equipment to capture the demon alive and decides to purchase it now. However, Kisara doesn't agree on it because the equipment costs $3,000, which is equivalent to their entire salary for today. If he doesn't make a decision as soon as possible, the enemy is about to escape. Shuu can only say sweet words to appease Kisara and finally gets to buy the equipment. Then a van comes over to deliver the equipment, but knocking down the enemy accidentally. It seems that Shuu does not need this equipment now. Afterwards, Shuu recalls a horrible event. A little girl whose parents were dead long ago was walking in a dark cave. As she ran towards her brother, she was stabbed through her heart by a spear. At this moment, a spy sent by other countries is being hunted down for stealing the core of organium. This core can provide electricity to the whole city for a week. When the guards are about to catch the spy, he signs a demon contract with a mysterious man on the phone. Soon the spy turns to be a B-level demon like a caterpillar. As Shuu learns that a B-level demon has appeared in the city, he makes another appointment with his ex-girlfriend Ayano to get her help with taking the case. It seems Shuu is very committed to killing demons. Ayano thinks Shuu wants to go on a date with her, so she dresses up and comes to see him. But Shuu is just using her for a job opportunity. Even so, she still agrees to do it. However, the mayor suddenly changes the plan from eliminating the caterpillar to catch it alive because the core of organium is in its body. Eventually, the case is taken by a more outstanding exorcism company, which turns to be the company of Ayano's mother. At this moment, Detective Morgan goes through the information of Shuu and Kisara. Morgan had adopted Shuu when he was a child for a year. At that time, Shu's family suffered a major accident and Shuu was the only one who survived. From his talk with another police officer, more information is revealed. Shuu is the only demon bringer in the city. He signed a contract with the A-level demon Kisara. She has killed powerful demons many times for this city, in part because police here are not allowed to equip with heavy weapons to fight the demons based on a treaty jointly formulated by other nations. Those nations are worried this only city with the unique core resource of organium will become the giant nation in the world. Therefore, police here can only rely on A-level demons to deal with the demons invading in. Meanwhile, Aquino has started capturing the caterpillar. They launch a freezing missile trying to trap the caterpillar. At this moment, it evolves into a big butterfly with stronger fighting power. Everything around is so badly damaged by this demon, and Ayano, as a participant in this event, gets beaten and runs around. As they can no longer capture the demon alive, Aquino immediately changes her strategy. She asks Shuu and Kisara to kill the demon. At this moment, the conversation between Shuu and Kisara reveals a secret. It turns out that Kisara gains power by absorbing the memories from Shuu. Shuu asks Kisara to absorb a 3-year-ago memory from him, which is about Shuu and Ayano when they were in love. Then they kiss passionately and burst out a huge beam of light. When Ayano is about to be crushed by a huge stone, Kisara saves her. Kisara keeps switching her ways to attack so that the big butterfly has no chance to fight back. At this moment, Shuu wakes up from exhaustion and thinks of the battle plan he agreed with Kisara. He takes out his sniper rifle and aims at the big butterfly. Kisara finds the right moment to cut through the armor covering the butterfly's heart, allowing Shuu to hit the vitals with a single shot. After that, the big butterfly is completely destroyed. Afterwards, Ayano is dealing with a new demon. This D-level demon is quickly subdued by Ayano and her men. When seeing the man possessed by the demon, Ayano recalls that she has seen this man before. At that time, there was a yellow-haired man following him. Later, Ayano meets with one of the mayor's daughters, Linhua. They are good friends, and Ayano wants to ask Linhua to help verify her suspicions. She thinks the man possessed was abetted to become a demon. So she wants to see if Linhua can send someone from the police department to investigate it. Due to the failure of retaking the core of organium last time, electricity in some areas of this city is cut off, including the slum where Shuu and Kisara live. They had a hard time getting their reward, but they can only celebrate in such a dark place. Kisara thinks it doesn't matter as long as she can be with Shuu. Shuu and Kisara go out together but happen to see Mikhail downstairs, who has been in love with Kisara for a long time. He comes to pick up Kisara from the slum area in blackout. He flaunts his noble status and taunts Shuu, saying that he is not good enough for such a beautiful and excellent girl, Kisara. Then Kisara notices Ayano and quietly follows her. She finds Ayano meeting a strange man. She takes a photo and tells Shuu about it. After seeing the photo, Shuu follows her as well, leaving Mikhail behind. The man next to Ayano is police officer Mikami from the special department. He talks about the case he is investigating. The D-level demon Ross, who was arrested yesterday, is a member of the gang. This organization is an Italian mafia entrenched in the city. He comes over with Ayano because Ayano said that she had seen a yellow-haired man meeting with Ross here. They suspect that this yellow-haired man is the one behind, who specializes in luring others to sign contracts with demons. At this point, Shuu suddenly gets angry and questions Ayano about why she secretly investigates the case without telling him. Ayano knows that he has been tracking down the demon that killed his parents since a few years ago. When Ayano doesn't know how to respond, Mikami receives a phone call telling him that Ross was killed in the hospital. Mikami rushes to the hospital and his colleague Morgan tells him that on the murder dagger they found a snake-shaped marking which belongs to a South American crime organization. Earlier, a conflict broke out between Ross and the crime organization, so this may be their revenge. With this clue, the police set it as a revenge case between organizations and suspend the investigation of the yellow-haired man. But Ayano and Shuu do not think so. Shuu recalls that about a month ago, when he and Ayano were on a date at a restaurant, he saw the college student who tried to assassinate the mayor seem to have a meet with the yellow-haired man. Shuu tells Ayano that he wants to join to track down the man who lures humans to sign contracts with demons, but Ayano rejects his request. Shuu thinks that Ayano doesn't want to help him anymore and hurries to apologize. However, his apology angers Ayano. When they were still in love, Ayano once spent a whole night preparing a birthday party for Shuu. She waited for him until midnight, but he did not come back. The next morning, Shuu apologized just as how he does now. Ayano knew that Shuu was tracking down the demon-possessed human that day, but she just didn't like Shuu made a hypocritical apology to achieve his goal. Seeing that Shuu seems not to remember this event, Ayano can't restrain her tears and leaves. Kisara finds her crying in the corner. She tells Ayano directly about the memory Ayano mentioned just now. Kisara confesses that her way to gain power is to absorb the memories of Shuu. So Shu's memories are all in her mind now. In order to find the demon that killed his parents, Shuu is willing to sacrifice all this. Both Ayano and Kisara love Shuu, but they have different ways to express their love. Because Ayano does not want Shuu to be in danger, she chooses to investigate alone, while Kisara is completely on Shu's side to support him and is willing to follow his words to help him achieve his goal. Meanwhile, Shuu receives a letter asking him to go to the headquarters of a South American criminal organization. It turns out that a demon is in the HQ. The police has surrounded it, waiting for the mayor's order. Unexpectedly, Shuu rushes into the headquarters alone, where a female demon is on a killing spree. Shuu fights fiercely against the demon, but the demon can dodge his attack easily. In the end, the demon escapes. Mikami joins the investigation with his men, and one of the gangsters says that the female demon is Ross's girlfriend named Maria. If it is confirmed, the case may not be a revenge between gangs but Maria's personal revenge. Then a horrible event happens. The escaped demon finds Ayano as she goes back home alone. The female demon beats Ayano so hard and she can't strike back without equipment. Just when she is about to die, Kisara arrives. Knowing that she is no match for Kisara, the demon quickly runs away. Afterwards, Mikami finds Shuu. It turns out that the demon hazard in the headquarters is confidential, which means there must be someone among the superiors leaking it out so that Shuu could arrive in time. Then Mikami talks about a past event. 12 years ago, an unexplained explosion happened in a mine. Turns to be a fake story created by the government to the public. The truth is that Shu's father received a message from nowhere that this mine was the source of the demon hazard. So the superiors of the police and some bigwigs of the government went to the mine together. As a result, Shu's parents and his sister all died in the accident. Only Shuu survived. In order to evade the responsibility, they declared that Shu's father had cooperated with the demons, intending to connect the city and the demon world. Mikami knows Shuu keeps looking for the truth to prove his father's innocence. He tells Shuu that the information seller may be the minion of the demon who caused his father to be framed before. Mikami wants to cooperate with Shuu, finding out the truth together. Meanwhile, Ayano is temporarily grounded. It turns out that the female demon chases after Ayano because she saw her boyfriend Ross was captured by Ayano. Now no one knows where the female demon is, they only know she can travel through the mirrors. When Ayano is grounded, she gets to know Shu's story and his difficulties from her mother. Just then Shuu comes to visit Ayano and reveals a secret to her. Shuu guesses his sister may be still alive, so he is doing whatever he can to find out the truth. After hearing that Ayano offers to have intimate interactions with Shuu for the last time, then she will never interfere in his investigation. Before Shuu can react, Ayano kisses him. Afterwards, the female demon finds Ayano again. Luckily, Ayano hides herself in time. At this moment, Kisara arrives. She is angry about Shu's making out with Ayano just now and directly kisses Shuu hard, forcibly taking away his memory of the intimate interactions with Ayano. After gaining stronger combat power, Kisara joins forces with Shuu, easily killing the demon. This event comes to an end temporarily. Mikami shares his information with Shuu. The yellow-haired suspect in the case of luring other people to sign the contract with demons was found murdered in his home, which may be for covering up the contract crime. Mikami reminds Shuu to be careful because the seller who gave him the information may also be a puppet directed by the demon. Afterwards, Kisara has not come to Shuu for weeks due to his intimate interactions with Ayano. Now Kisara is angry and hides in a corner. Seeing the photo of Ayano and Shuu on social media, Kisara throws her phone away. At this moment, an exorcism squad find the demons have been defeated long ago on the site where the demon hazard happened. Just then a strange nun attacks them who has great power in fighting and defeats them easily. Luckily, the arriving reinforcements fight off her. Shuu receives the information from the seller again and he asks to meet the seller face to face. The seller knows Shuu must have been instigated, but he doesn't care. Instead, he takes out the latest news, a video of the nuns fighting. The seller then reminds Shuu to be careful about the Starry Sky Church, an alien object of this city that should be expelled. Before Shuu can react, the seller disappears and Mikami, hiding in the dark, can't capture him either. Meanwhile, the exorcism company in this city is holding an emergency meeting due to the strange nun's appearance. Knowing from their meeting the nun is a member of the Starry Sky Church, which is the biggest exorcism organization in the world. Different from exorcism companies, the organization is full of hatred towards the demons and intends to eliminate the demons all out. At night, the nun shows up again. She comes to the biggest exorcism company in this city. After dealing with the guards, she goes straightly to the president Aquino. The nun takes out a photo of a demon asking about its information. Aquino rejects to reveal the information to a stranger. Just when the nun is about to beat Aquino, Ayano shows up and starts to fight against her. Soon the nun stops. She recognizes Ayano as someone on Shu's side. That means the nun must have something to do with Shu. Before Ayano can react, the nun steals Ayano's phone. The next moment, Kisara receives a photo sent by the nun exclaiming the nun's name, Sharon. Meanwhile, Shu is attacked by her in his home. At the critical moment Kisara arrives, a secret is then revealed from the communication between Kisara and Sharon. It turns out that Shu cooperated with Sharon to fight against the demon Kisara 3 years ago. But that's the end of this video. Like and subscribe for the second part. Write your thought about this anime in the comments and I'll see you soon.